I discovered my husband's secret identity when I was 6 months pregnant. Now I am raising our daughter alone, and he doesn't even know she exists. I met James at a coffee shop in Chicago 4 years ago. He was charming, intelligent, and seemed completely transparent about his life. He told me he was a financial consultant who traveled frequently for work. He had no social media presence because he valued privacy. His parents had passed away, and he was estranged from his only brother. All of these details seemed reasonable at the time. Red flags look different when you are wearing rose-colored glasses. We dated for a year before getting married in a small ceremony, just us, a few of my friends, and my family. James said his friends couldn't make it on such short notice. Another red flag I ignored. 6 months into our marriage, I got pregnant. James seemed thrilled. He painted the nursery, bought tiny clothes, and talked about names constantly. For the first time, I felt like I had everything I'd ever wanted. Then came the day I found the passport. I was 7 months pregnant, nesting like crazy, organizing our closet when I found a locked box at the back of James's side. The key was taped to the bottom. The implied was a passport with my husband's photo, but a different name, Robert Miller, not James Wilson, born in Seattle, not Boston. My hands shaking, I dug deeper and found 3 more passports with different names, credit cards with different identities, a burner phone, and $50,000 in cash. I called my brother, a police detective, and asked hypothetically what this might mean. His answer chilled me. Someone who doesn't want to be found. That night, I confronted James. He denied everything at first, then saw the box on the table and his face changed. Not angry, resigned. "You weren't supposed to find that," he said quietly. He admitted he wasn't James Wilson. He wasn't a financial consultant. He was wanted in 3 states for investment fraud. He'd stolen millions from elderly clients in a Ponzi scheme years ago. The frequent business trips were him checking on his hidden assets and making sure he wasn't being tracked. "I fell in love with you for real," he insisted. "That wasn't part of any plan." I told him to leave. He begged me to come with him, said we could start over somewhere new. When I refused, he asked about the baby, our daughter. "I'll send for you both when I am settled," he promised. I watched him pack a bag, take his box of identities, and walk out the door. I never saw him again. 2 months later, I gave birth to Emma. I moved back to my hometown, changed my last name back to my maiden name, and started over. I told everyone my husband had died in an accident. It was easier than explaining the truth. 3 years have passed. Sometimes I see news about Robert Miller's victims still fighting for justice. Sometimes I wonder if James is watching us from afar. Sometimes I imagine telling Emma the truth when she's older. But mostly I focus on the life we've built without him. Emma has my smile, my stubbornness, and unfortunately her father's charm. She doesn't ask about him yet, but someday she will. What terrifies me isn't raising her alone. I've proven I can do that. What terrifies me is that one day James might decide he wants to be in her life, and I have no idea who he'll be when that day comes. The man I married never existed. The father of my child is a stranger with many faces, and somewhere out there he might be creating a new identity, charming another woman in another coffee shop, starting the cycle all over again.